Hello, it's Laura Zoko back with another video. And this is the second part of What of Naruto was trained by Master Oogway. So our heroes began off. If not known, they're one of the greatest gaming teams in the league, done hundreds of D ranks, hundreds of C ranks, along with a few Muggif, along with a few, along, I'm sorry for that, but along with a few B ranks. Also, not only are one of the greatest games in the team with the most success rates, our team one day was given a mission. Once at George, a man named Sazna back to his village. Uge stated that his words are not all truthful, so you should still be careful from what he says. So Naruto keep this in mind as they take off in crack of dawn. So our heroes leaving them and they're walking down the forest, but Naruto sees a puddle. Since he's in the wild, he gives no such mind about it since puddles are everywhere in the wild. So he doesn't give it a second thought. So when they walk past the puddle, two masked ninjas pop out and says they're the demon brothers of the mist. And quickly, as soon as they said that, Naruto quickly rushed towards them, taking them out with a simple punch. And they're like, we're not saying nothing. And Kakashi sends him to the interrogation room. Kakashi Ninja sends him to the interrogation room in Leaf. So, Ashari also, and Kakashi criticizes Sasuke, and he says, well, here's the truth. My name is Sasuke, as you know, and this Kakashi says that these are B, this is an A rank mission, not a B, this is an A rank mission. And guys are like, yeah, but we can handle it, Sensei. Kakashi Sensei. But this is an A-rank mission. You like so that's Sasuke like, well, my job is to build a bridge that's been in my family for generations. A man named Gato has come and he's taken over our village, making our village poor and stricken it of artificial resources. Our only hope now is to complete this bridge, but Gato doesn't want this and he's trying to stop the bridge from being completed. And Kakashi like, huh. Our mission is to guard you from any ninjas or bounties. So we're going to complete this mission. That's Hazuga like, yo, thank you. I thank you very much. He's just like, alright. Then we go forward. And all they see, Kakashi sends someone hiding far down in the forest along with Naruto and everybody else. They send someone hiding in the forest. But then they see a little bit of mist come in and surround them. And then somebody throws a giant sword at them. And Kakashi yells out duck and Sakura points Sasuke down. They all dig down to the ground. And they're like, what was that? Where did that come from? And Zabuza comes and lands on Sakura's sword. It's like, well, hello. I'll be killing him now. I'll be killing and taking that old man now. And Kakashi like, oh. Kakashi like, whoa, why? Is it Zabuza of the mist? And Zabuza, well, isn't if it's not a copy ninja, if it's not a copy ninja himself, Kakashi, the Sharingan. And Sasuke hears this, he's like, Sharingan? So Kakashi lifts up his mask, showing his Sharingan, and he like stand back. And while him while Kakashi, with his new skills, a little in Kung Fu from copying it from Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, goes for it and faces. He goes for it. He goes for it and faces Zabuza. But yet, Kakashi goes full of techniques. And he was even able to copy one, the Wuchi finger hold, but Kakashi, even though all of his skills, can't able to hold Zabuza on long enough. So when Zabuza creates a few water clones and brings in the mist, it's a bit harder. It's a bit harder for him since, but you can see since the Sakura and see him you can miss with his gun. And you're just like, whoa. And Zabuza blocks this attack while Kakashi, and he gets behind Kakashi and he gets a water prison. He powers up a water prison. Wow. A water clone back up how. But Sasuke and Naruto sees this and they're just like, and while a water clone comes up behind him and Naruto, he blocks a water clone kicking it back so it won't hit Sasuke. And he says, Sakura, guard Sasuke. Me and Sasuke were held on the water clone. Why are Naruto activates a few shadow clones with the chakra? Naruto activates 10 shadow clones. He had 5 in your back with the Uzumaki strings going to the ground. To try to sneak up behind the real Sasuke with water clones to try to block him off. And he also has some going forward, surrounding Zabuza, while 2 of them putting chakra strings to the ground while Sasuke activates his Susanoo Sharingan. And they're all power up while Naruto, he powers up a wind force to get a wall while Sasuke powers up a great fireball jutsu, creating a combination jutsu, or a combination technique, creating a combination technique, wind force inferno. New technique is called wind force inferno. While the chakra chains are still going on the ground and they wrap around the water cone Sasuke. But these are only the these are only the chakra trains of 2 as Zabuza sees this, and then almost skipping off Kakashi got skipping off Zabuza's arm or his hand. It blocked it freeing Kakashi from the water prison. And they both Zabuza and him both jump backwards. Zabuza uses it's certain just he learned from the mess restarts his arm. He simply both power up a water dragon jutsu. Wow, Kakashi blasted at Zabuza. And then he rushed towards Zabuza, putting him in the sand to Wushi finger hold. And Zabuza, what is this? And Kakashi, it's best for you not to lose for this technique. Let's just say I won't be able to get anything from you when you die. But at that very moment, 2 symbols come flying. 2 symbols come flying out of the forest, hitting Zabuza. And they're just like, wait, where Kakashi says, where did this come from? This came out of nowhere. Where did this come from? And Naruto sees a Anbu, or a Miss Anbu, or someone who claims to be Anbu. So Anbu, it's like, you're what? It says, hey, well, I'm from this. I have come to collect Zabuza and finish him off. And Kakashi like, so, are you going to burn? Are you going to burn his body there? Yes, but as you know, I cannot allow you to see it, as it's going to give away valuable information from the mist. And he's like, and Kakashi like, okay. So Haku grabbed the body of Zabuza. Oh, you don't know it to be Haku, but he says my name. is someone, Haku. So Haku grabs Zabuza body, or as they know, some sure a stranger grabs Zabuza body and disappears. Wow, Kakashi like, huh. And they keep going. Kakashi brings up the fact like that girl may not have been, or that Umbu may not have been a Miss Umbu. A real Umbu would have burnt the body right then and there. But not supposed to be. But what if that's he just couldn't do it there? And he's just Kakashi, no, he would have burnt it there even if we could would have been able to see the secrets. And Sakura like, wait, why though? So yeah. So we leave off. So we go off to the village. We're just arriving in the village. Skip ahead a few hours to the point where they arrive in the village, and our heroes actually see the damage this dude Gato have done of these hunger-stricken villages. This dude Naruto, he sees a little boy and a little girl just sitting alone. And Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura decides to help him out a little bit. They give them up. They give the village a few $1,000 each because they just have money to spend from all the missions they've done. They give the village $1,000 each to get off their feet. But the gang members who was in the village, or Gospel Man was in the village, so we can take that. And now it's like, no, this is for the village to rebuild its houses and for food. And the man like, oh man, all money that goes to this village goes straight to Gato. If we have a problem with it, guess we have to get rid of you. Or like, Sasha like, you dare Uchiha Elite. And he door shows the guards and knocking them both out. So, knocking them both out. He's like, wait. Again, surely more calm. I guess just trying to kill Naruto them. He tries to try to kill Naruto them. And he just like, wow. Shh, yeah, shut up. He just tries to kill Naruto them. And, yeah. But Naruto, he puts some two shadow clones, putting trains in the ground. And the trains are rush towards him. While Sasuke and Sakura zooms up. Since Kakashi's a little injured, he decides to guard house and gets weakens. They zoom up and starts taking out the men. And the village is like, yeah, get Gato man out of here! Shut up! Shut the fuck up, I'm recording, bitch. I gotta get Gato man out of here. Let's get Gato man out of here. Wow, the village is sure knowing Naruto them. And Naruto clones saying shoots up out of the ground, stabbing about 10 of them while Sakura takes out 5 with her strength. And with her strength. While Sasuke just simply uses a line barraging them, knocking his 5 out. And they all drop down dead to the ground basically. Give me skip ahead some more. Well, not too long more, but also he decides with his clones to go hunting for the village. So they have a little bit of food to survive. And he sells Sakura and Sasuke. And they go along with Naruto. And Sakura finds wild vegetables. Some that are healthy with wild fruits. And Naruto makes tribal clones with sword cells that can carry all of them. While Sasuke and Naruto takes out about 18 deers, about 20 wild chickens. They caught hundreds of fish because they live right next to the ocean. They caught hundreds of fish throughout the lake. And not only that, they even caught a little pig. They caught about 20 pigs. About enough. And this food right here is about enough to feed the whole village. So the village ceases And he also sets up a little soup kitchen or a charity kitchen in front or a charity kitchen in front of or in the middle of the village to say that completing and the village is sure knowing and Gatsu gets used back as how his man was taken out by a couple of kids. So yeah, so Gatsu he goes to the place where Zabuza is resting. Zabuza, I don't pay you to stand around louching. Huh, you're injured. You got beat by a couple of kids. Ha, you're a joke. And he tries to trust Zabuza, but Haku drops his hand. And he like, get out of Zabuza, you will not trust my master. So yeah, you will not trust my master. Then we go ahead some more. Skipping ahead, where Naruto's egg is village with a couple of
350 toast.
Shut your po Balloon looking sound up.
Beat her up right now. Beat her up. I don't see 350. On the toaster oven. I don't see it. It's close to 400. I got you. 400? Yes. Please, 350. Oh. Don't hit me with that baby doll.
Guess is the ad. Guess is how you make toast.
Hurry up. Let's go. Let's go. Whoa.
Y'all bitch ass niggas, no, I'm fucking recording. Big, I need copyright. Yo, you got shit.
Wash up ducks. Shut up.
Y'all see you have to do it every time I try to record. Every time I try to record, this is what I have to do it. So Haku, you shall not touch my master. You shall not touch my master, or I will break your arms off. I got so like, just get the job done. And he leaves in anger. So we skip ahead one guy so Zabuza shows African soup kitchen is done with once everybody in the village have eaten. Naruto goes back to the village with the leftovers. Zabuza's in the house with the leftovers. And they have a quick meal there. And little boy comes out. I forgot this boy's name. Little boy comes out. You should stop and just leave right now while you're at it. Everyone who tries to pick up Tsugasa have died. Well, we're ninja, kid. You had a rough. You had a good life. You don't know what it means to suffer like I did. Just because you're precious village, or precious ninja, I have to grow up here without losing two of my parents, two of my fathers. And you're like, and Naruto's like, I suffer way more than you, kid. Even at my young age, I had lost both of my parents, so I had none to begin with. My whole village tried to treat me horribly that I had no control over. I can nearly tortured me and killed me. Until I met one old man. His name is Oogway. He taught me a new form, while Naruto powers up and used a little of chi. He taught me this, and at this moment, I learned people still hate me. Even though people still hate me, I have at least one person who likes me and actually care for me. So I'm a little good, happy about that. But I suffer way more than you, kid. You still have family. This old man, I don't even know how long he's gonna be around. You still have your grandpa, your mom, and people who care about you in the village. So get out of my face when you say you have to suffer. You suffered. And Sasuke right here, he suffered more than you. His entire family, his entire clan was massacred by someone he thought he was his older brother. Someone who murdered his whole family. And the kid runs out feeling defeated. And Yasuo storms out to go training in the woods alone. while Naruto's training fiercely for hours. But he steals, and yet then he passes out. Like we skip back to Susa's house at Kakashi. No, let him look. Don't die for him. Naruto, he needs to cool down. Naruto haven't had a great life in the village, and you all know this. You know him long enough to know this. Even though he haven't had a very great life, at this point, even you all, y'all had a even I have a title say, even though you're all three of you are tuning right now, just tuning right now. You still have bad lives. People are still gonna treat Naruto differently because something he has no control over. Because he's scheduled Cherokee. So let him go off for a little bit. It's gonna be okay for him. Like I just like, yeah. Then we skip ahead where it's now morning and also have his head resting on a mysterious stranger lap. On a mysterious girl lap. And also like, who are you? And she says, my name? Haku. So your name is Haku? Well, my name is Naruto, so like, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? To be at that, well, I saw you land here. I watched you train here, and you was knocked out, and you passed out. And for me, I was here collecting herbs for a medicine. I was here collecting herbs for a medicine I was preparing. And Naruto was like, okay, okay. And then we go ahead some more. Now we go ahead some more. Wahaku says, do you have anyone precious in your life? And Naruto says, well, yes. A girl named Hinata. I have Kakashi Sensei, Sakura, and Sasuke. Even though Sasuke is emo, he still he still likes us. We're still very good friends. Now, even though we all have much to work, having no one trying to what for you on the for 5 years now. How about you? Yes, I have one person. I protect him. He raised me like he was his own daughter. So yeah, so Haku. So Naruto tells Haku, well, I know you got umbu from earlier, so you must be talking about Zabuza. Haku jumps up and like, how did you know about that? How did you know about this? Naruto says, I can hear it in your voice. Your voice sounds very similar to the umbu, and you have the same body figure. And he's just like, yeah. So Haku takes off along with Naruto, and Naruto like, yo, I made a umbu from earlier. We might have to prepare because Zabuza might still be alive. It's still alive. Kakashi Sensei, your suspicions was right. So we cut a day, and we're now in the village. Was Zabuza is almost finished with the bridge, or his bridge he was working on. Come on, man. We only have a few more. But Naruto, he summons about 1,000 shadow clones to finish the bridge even quicker. And just as a few seconds, if you and we have about an hour before Zabuza arrives. So with your 1,000 more helpers, they're able to complete the bridge to the mainland. But at that very moment, Zabuza arrives and summoning in even more mist, while Kakashi goes after him. As in canon, the fight is furious with Kakashi, but Kakashi having even more or having massively the upper hand over Blood Demon Zabuza. The Blood Mystic Demon Zabuza. So he takes off. Wow. Haku. Or Haku grabs Naruto shot him inside while Naruto fights Haku. Haku shocks Naruto inside the ice mirror, where Naruto is able to have a bunch of defenses up with his chakra trains. So he summons two shadow phones, putting chakra trains to the ground from the outside. Out of the thousands of clones he has out there, who all also put trains to the ground, and they all come trying to run up through the mirrors, forcing Haku to come out, and Naruto punches Haku. Naruto punches Haku in your face, but Haku is quicker, so she zooms towards Naruto. But Sasuke, at that very moment, Sasuke hops in to help, kicking her away. So they're gonna have an furious battle. Neither side getting an upper hand, but then they hear a crackle. They hear a crackle go out and miss. As the mist lets up, they see Zabuza covered in dog bite, bloody, with Kakashi, and Kakashi is powering up a lightning ball in his hand, while he yells out "Lightning Bird" with dozen birds of chirping. Shidori, Lightning Blade, Shidori, and all they hear is a dozen freaks, like if a thousand birds was whistling training out all at once. And Akko sees it's going to Zabuza, but not so. Black Surf from leaving as Zabuza gets killed right in front of her eyes, not able to stop it herself. As Zabuza drops down, as he just got shot by Guchigori, he's not out yet though. He's even though he's not out yet though. Then he sees Gasu and his whole army of men, or his whole gang, comes to the bridge. And well, I see you couldn't complete your task. Well, thanks for completing this bridge for me. I'll be taking it now. As opposite like, huh, I knew this, sir. You was never going to pay me, weren't you? Ha, after you complete your job, I was just going to have a man kill you. But the opposite like, ha, I know it. And he's like, yo, Kakashi, we're no longer enemies. And Zabuza rushes towards with Haku instead of Zabuza. Rushes towards Gasuman with her speed, puts ice mirrors over all of them, each one shattering, each one dying thousands of ice symbol at all of them, killing them all instantly. And she goes back to Zabuza as he's about to die. But Sakura, she activates her hero she using the power of that White Tiger. I forgot his name. Using the power of the White Tiger for constellations. She heals all of using her hero. She heals Zabuza from death and strengthening the weapons and his battle wounds, while as well as healing everybody else who is injured in the village. And she just powers up completely healing. And he's like, yo, huh? And Kakashi like, yo, why don't you come back to the village? Why don't you come back to the village for me? There's gonna be a place for you. And Zabuza's like, huh? I'm I'm sick of running. But you have to ask my daughter if she wants to go with you. Because I can't. You know, I'm a rogue ninja. It'll be a long process before I get to go back. I will have to handle some business first. I might just go back to the mist to handle some business. And now it's like, yo, well, if that what you wishes, how about you, Haku? Which I got come back, and Haku's like, nah, I can't. This is my father. I can't leave you. And Zapsa says, Haku, you're not a rogue ninja. You can have a good life. Look, you can have a good life. So you can stop running with me. And she's just like, uh, but I can't. I won't leave you. You trained me. It's all good, Haku. Go with him. And she decides, and she goes to Naruto. Like, well, I guess I'm going to become Uchiha. I guess you're one of my precious people now. And they're discussing sharing. And he says, the reign of Gosu's over. We could get back to our normal lives now. We could get back to normal. And get all straight sharing. And we skip here a few days. So the whole village to see there to see Naruto and Sasuke off. And they're just like, huh, what should this great village be named? Well, how about the great Oogway, great this man master is named Oogway. The one who trains him to be so wise and powerful. Not great in great words. But how about the bridge of the Dragon Warrior? And the archer, yeah, the great bridge of the Dragon Warrior. S. Haku allowed rest of Team 7 and Kakashi Sensei departs off to return to Konoha. In chapter 2. Whoa, that's okay. I'm sorry for that interruption in the beginning, but I've been going for a long time. This one's 30 minutes long. I'd like to thank y'all for watching this video, and thank y'all for letting me hit 100 over 100 subs. Well, it's 2 over 100, but thank y'all for 100 freaking subs. This stuff keep being fun, yo. I haven't uploaded like a day, but it's been fun, yo. Thank y'all for 100 subs. Like I don't even know what to say at this point, but I'm gonna stop the recording right here. This is it. This has been What If Naruto was trained by Master Oogway, Chapter 2. Peace out.